Donaire has dropped it for his third time in the fourth round. We got a belt again. The Filipino Flash has done it once again. I'll declare right now, he's one of the greatest Filipino fighters, actually one of the greatest bantamweight fighters of all time. We witnessed history. It was a total... The first two rounds started out slow, but third round, Donaire got him. Game over.
You're mostly going through right now?
Man, 3 decades of being world champion, 9-time world champion. That's amazing, you know. And I came in here and I felt really good, you know. That's why I just came in and I'm like, man, this is weird because you know I'll go over my head, but today I knew exactly what's gonna happen. I knew exactly what I was gonna do, and you know I told my guys. You know, I'm like, you did exactly. I mean, I even told Richard, you did exactly what that you said you did. You know, and I think I was just very focused in the gym. You know, I was very focused. Yeah, so I just felt really good coming in here, and you know, I was grateful that I was given this the opportunity by the WBC. You know, and being very patient with me with all the pandemic and postponement. So, you know, I'm just very happy.
Also, you've had other fights here prior, Nishioka one as well and everything. Does this one stand out as the best performance here at this location, at the StubHub Dignity Health Home Depot Center?
Nishioka was something that I was very looking forward to, and I executed as well. But I have to say that this one was just something that I had proven to the world that, man, I'm back and I'm stronger than ever. I mean, that is why I came in to fight and then win this fight, because I want to make that happen. But the very person that can really truly answer that is Richard. That's what I want, and I know Richard and my promotion will make it happen.
Well, first of all, I have to say, like, puncher's chance is a bit like, I don't know what you mean with that. I think he has much more than a puncher's chance. This is technically one of the best fighters of our generation. Smart in the ring, he can punch as well. What an amazing combination. So I think puncher's chance is not really the smartest choice of words. But he did exactly what he said. I asked him in the locker room, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to be patient. He's going to make mistakes. I'm going to knock him out. Pretty simple. That's what legends do. That's what fighters of that level do. And so, you saw it. This was more than just a win. This was a statement for the division. This was putting this division on notice. This was like what's going on in 21. We see all this unification. Fighters like a Canelo, like a Josh Taylor a week ago. Fighters are daring to be great, and Nonito is one of them who dares to be great. And so you can go and look at the rankings, who else is a world champions there, and that's who Nonito wants to go after, and that's who we're going to go after, one after the other, after the other. You know, Oubaali, check mark. Next one, check mark. Next one,
yes.
Check mark. And then, undisputed.
That's right. That's the goal.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on that. We're going to implement that. And he is the biggest name in the division too. I mean, who wouldn't want to fight one of the most legendary fighters, Nonito Donaire? So these fights, I think, are relatively easy to make.
Nonito, I know you're not one to race for the knockout, but after you had him barely hurt and twice dropped in the third, how convinced were you that the fight was not going to make it out of the fourth?
Well, I was very hurt, and I could feel it in my hand. I still feel it in my hand, but he was a very tough guy. I think ultimately for me there was a level of, should I be more patient or should I go for it? And something I've learned in unify was to go for the kill, and that's exactly what I did. I was patient, but I know he was hurt enough that I can take him out.
Okay. And then, Richard came in saying how thrilled Al was with your performance. Knowing the politics of the sport, I know you want to fight in a way. I have to imagine everyone wants to see that fight. Do you think it's going to be more realistic that you wind up fighting the winner of Casimero and Rigo?
Well, that's the thing. It's part of that line.
Right.
You know, that's part of the line of why I'm here. You know, I'm here to fight anybody, and I've always been that person. But my main goal is get the rematch, and then getting the undisputed champion or whatever it is. You know, for me, it's the ultimate is being undisputed.
Right. So the order doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what order it is because I'm coming after them.
Okay, great. Congratulations. It's been an honor watching you.
Once I figure out his distance, and I told the whole team that he wasn't going to go past the 6 rounds not because I was cocky, but because I was very confident in my ability to know exactly what I need to do in there. The strategy that we put together, the moment that because he was a guy. The thing is, everything is easier for me when I know I have a technical sound guy in front of me. If you're a little bit awkward and you're hard to guess, then that makes it difficult. But although it did make it difficult for me because he's a very good fighter. You know, you don't become a world champion by not being a good fighter. He was great, and I had to kind of figure out what I need to do to sacrifice. And I said to myself that in order for me to really land this punch, I had to sacrifice getting hit with the straight to land my hook, and that's what happened. You know, and I tasted his power. I'm like, I can do this. I tasted his power again. I'm like, okay, I can definitely do this. And that's when I timed it, be patient, and I created that space and distance. And then when he threw that straight or, you know, and opened himself up, I was able to land that left hook. But the main thing was I was in the greater distance. If I was a little bit closer, the impact wouldn't be bigger. If I was a little bit further, it wouldn't land. I was at that moment where it was perfect because I knew exactly the distance was.
Nonito, did you feel disrespected at all leading up into this fight, that people were kind of ruling you out?
Well, you know, everybody has their own opinion when it comes down to it. You know, all I can do is what I can control, and that is winning the fight, training. You know, everybody's going to have their ways of looking at things, and I respect that. You know, I don't get all crazy about it. You know, I've been through too many fights, too many years, and I know exactly what I'm capable of. And I told them that the main people that really care about me, my team and Richard, that I'm going to make it happen, and they're going to see a younger, stronger Nonito Donaire.
Yep, and Nonito, the other day, Richard actually pointed out that prior to tonight's history, it was Jerry Peñalosa that set the record for oldest champion.
That's right. I am the oldest world champion in this division. That's amazing. You know, Jerry's a really good friend of mine, and it's an honor. It's an honor to be here to show up and fight a guy who's really good. You know, I thought that I could block a lot of his punches and see a lot of his punches, but it was pretty fast. It was pretty. It was technically sound. The only thing that I caught on to was his pattern. And the moment I caught on to his pattern is when I realized what I could do.
And of course, looking forward, also while we were speaking of Jerry, we've got Casimero, Dasmariñas, Gaballo. I think we talked about this the other day. How exciting is this for the Philippines that you've got the unification might go through all these Filipino fighters?
Well, you know, there's a Filipino champion regardless, you know, but for me now it's just mainly getting that goal, and that is winning and becoming undisputed.
I knew this was your 20th championship fight?
That's what I heard. I didn't know that, but man, that's a lot of damn championship fights, man. I've been into a lot of championship fights, so that's a blessing.
How crazy is a roller coaster? When you win, everyone loves you. When you don't win, it's pretty lonely.
Well, that's the thing, is you gotta surround yourself with the right people, because no matter ups and downs, the circle that you have, they're always gonna be proud of you. So that's why I said you can say, you know, that they can say that they were writing me off this and this and that. Whatever their opinion is their opinion. What matters to me is the people that are around me, who support me, and who's there for me. And that's the truly magnificent in being a family, is that, you know, they're always gonna tell you right. And that's all that truly matters.
Rachel told me she sparred you for this fight.
She did. She couldn't hit me at all though, but you know. No, but we needed, the guys I was sparring, because I needed to hit hard. The thing that I lacked in the years of fighting was the sparring. I took it easy on sparring. This time I got a guy who was bigger, you know, and it was all over the place. But I was able to hit hard, not just to go out there, you know. With her, she gave me the little bit of the inside of the height, you know, and because everybody was a lot taller than me, but I needed somebody that I can go hard on. That's why you see the power all over again.
That was great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Respect.
It definitely was, you know. I wanted to fight because I was in shape and I kept trying to push it. But what I can do is that I couldn't really make it happen any longer. So we took the time off. But the whole a year and a half or so or more, it was definitely a blessing for me because I was able to heal. I mean, you saw the difference between me. I have hand movements, I had power, I had speed, you know, and I was very patient. But because I was able to take time off and my body was able to recover and perform the way I did tonight.
Go home and look at some of his fights from 10 years ago, and then look at today, and you're really not going to see much of a difference. I mean, it's the same Nonito Donaire. It's just absolutely amazing after all these years and the wars and the entertainment that he's able to continue to deliver at that level. That just speaks about the professionalism, his team, his preparation, his mental readiness. It's beautiful to watch.
Thank you, Richard. Well, you saw the difference in this fight and the Inoue fight. And granted, you know, Inoue is great, but you see the movement that I have is so much more better. My power is so much more stronger. And that's something that people are going to have to look forward to, is because I'm back, I'm stronger, and I'm faster. Show that.
Remember one of the guys I used to promote, he fought until in his 50s.
Wow.
Bernard Hopkins.
Yes, that's right.
The
I know.
executioner.
That's right.
I'm not suggesting you want to do that.
Hey, you
But
know.
the way you look tonight, you're like,
Man, I got power. That's the thing, is that I'll never let, you know.
All right, guys. Anything else? Otherwise, we're going to let him get his dessert.
To all the Filipinos out there, man, to all the boxing fans, maraming salamat po. Salamat po sa lahat ng mga support niyo. Salamat po sa lahat ng mga prayers niyo. At saka, I hope na-enjoy niyo yung fight ko. More to come. Thank you, guys.
Dude, I've known you forever. How come you look younger? You're actually looking younger every time I see you now.
I think because I'm smiling too much, you know. Nah, ultimately it's just being healthy, man. Just being healthy, you know. That's the thing is, we have this vehicle, this amazing body that we have, and in order for us to really utilize what its power is to utilize it to the fullest, meaning that to be healthy, to do what needs to be done, you know, so that you know you can do whatever. I mean, I'm going nearing 40s, and then I'm still looking like I'm 25.
And how long do you think you'll continue? I mean, Schaefer was joking about going to 50 like Bernard Hopkins.
If we can make it happen, we can make it happen. You know, that's the thing is, with my wife, you know, I have to really, you know, talk to her about that. But ultimately, for me, it's just getting all those belts and then deciding after that.
You know, you seem very zen-like leading to this fight, even from the glasses to, you look like you were levitating from his angle on, when you're sitting on a chair, and yeah, you're just a little, I guess because of pandemic.
They call me Yoda.
Yeah, I mean, is this kind of like a new phase?
No, you know, again, it's just the youthfulness, the mentality. You know, I think that the mindset is that I'm unstoppable. I feel good. I feel strong, and I'm blessed. You know.
Let me introduce you to Saeed really quick. He's a very famous actor.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much.
I've been following you for years.
Thank you, brother. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and Nordine is my little friend from Paris.
Yeah.
He's one
I
of
can
the-
see that.
Boxing, brother, boxing.
Yeah, no, he's an incredible fighter.
Yeah, we have a big champion here. He's Suleiman Sissoko.